What's up, guys? So today I'm going to talk about how to raise $250,000 for your business without venture capital. That's a whole lot of words for how to get a couple bucks to run your business. If you hear a little noise in the background, they're working on my deck. Just getting a new deck installed, but that doesn't stop our videos. So, and also I'll note that I just woke up, but I promised y'all I'd shoot more videos. So let's do this shit. So if you want to get $250,000 for your business, a lot of people just overthink the shit. They think they have to go and get angel investors. They have to talk to their friends and family. They start thinking about revenue-based financing, which are those cards like Divvy and I believe Brex and a few others. And then they start thinking about seller financing. It's fucking stupid. Don't do that. Strategic partners and private debt. I'm gonna talk about each one of these just a little bit more and give you my suggestion about these tactics, and then I'm gonna tell you what I actually do. And you can choose what works for you. Don't fucking matter to me. I'm just giving you advice, okay? So let's start with this, man. If you don't know me and you're not subscribed to the channel, my name is Quentin Smith. I help business owners find investors. And so a lot of times when I'm connecting you with an investor, they have certain questions that you most likely are not able to answer. If you're not able to answer these questions, we get you prepared before your introduction so that you have the answers. We make you look good so you actually get money for your business. But that's for like the $1 million and up level. Like if you don't need $1 million, which is small money, like my smallest deal I do is $5 million. So if you need $5 million and up, that's where I would look at what you're doing. And I can't say that I would engage because I just don't do that many projects a year. So I'm gonna say that, and I think that's a good starting point. If you're looking for $5 million and up, that's when I will look for private money. Now, that seems kind of daunting because if you knew millionaires and billionaires, you'd already have the investment, right? Most people don't have the Rolodex. They don't have the people in their iPhone to call. So if I were you, I would find somebody who does and just give them a small percentage or a small fee. Now, the other part that I would say is if you're looking for $5 million and less, let's talk about your options. And I'm gonna give you some of my thoughts on some of these options and then what I would do. So let me find my little notes, y'all. So, all right, angel investors. We just talked about angel investors. That's for $5 million and up. Nobody wants to hear about your need for $20,000 because we're not naive. $20,000 is like 2 months rent around this bitch. So you just really have to be honest in the amount that you want. I will say that. Be honest in the amount that you want. Angel investors don't look for small numbers. All right, next, friends and family. Friends and family suck. Who the fuck would want to take money from their friends and their family? Like, what if you lose it? You'll never hear the end of that. If it's your family, you will never hear the end of it. If it's your friend, you will lose a friend. So skip. Revenue-based financing is the next one. Revenue-based financing. Those cards are not easy to get. Like if you want to go and get a ramp card, I believe they want to see $75,000 in your bank account just sitting there, which I'm not opposed to that. I think that's a great method, to be honest. $75,000. If you have it sitting there for 3 months, go ahead and apply for the card, and then go to other places to get more. Like if it's available. If it's possible for you, do it. That's my opinion. But then I will also wonder why you have $75,000 just sitting for 3 months. I don't know, questionable. Next is seller financing. Seller financing, that's a weird little note. ChatGPT gave me this topic, and I don't like the way that sounds. So seller financing, you may have a business that's working, and you're just deciding to pay someone to get paid every month. So someone makes all the payments to take over the business. I think that just is like such a slow way to do it. I think seller financing would be better done if you just sold equity in your company. You would get a lump sum payment up front, and like you always have a piece of your company. So I would prefer that over seller financing. Unless you're old. If you're old as fuck and you're done, you're tired, maybe you could sell your thing seller financing. That's the asterisk that I would put on that one. Strategic partners. Yeah. Sometimes if you don't have the credit to go get loans from a bank, and you don't have connections to get loans from individuals, finding someone who has a higher credit score than you, 700 plus, and making them your partner and sending them to the bank to get loans for your business is a great idea. I do it all the time. So yeah, I'm gonna say yes to strategic partners. And then lastly is private debt. I love that. That's the best way to do it. But you have to ask for a sum that $5 million up. Again, private debt, $5 million and up. And so listen, these are the things that ChatGPT is telling me to talk about. What I would do if I'm looking for money for my business, I would just go to the banks. Like, banks have all your money. Banks have all of our money. You think I can print $1 on my HP printer? No. Only the government can do that, and the government gives it to the banks. So while you're out here asking Tom, Dick, and Bob for investments, think about who really has your money, and it's the bank. Because Tom, Dick, and Bob got their money to give you from the bank. So let's just keep it simple. If you need $250,000 for your business, there are certain credit cards to get, and there's a certain order to do it. I'm gonna put a link in the description, because I had AI make me a little website to show you which cards to get in which order, and it's just super easy when you follow that path. And I put all the links there too. Like on the website, it'll say Chase Sapphire Reserve. You click that, you do it in order, and you'll be able to get $250,000. I think that you can get over that, but I think that your business has to be set up to where it is professional. A lot of people try to set their business up to where it looks professional, and there's a difference. You want to set your business up to where it is professional. Like if you have an 888 number, 866 number, 855, make sure someone's there to answer your fucking phone. You know, don't just have the number. Actually have someone there. Your goal needs to be to get customers. So that's what I have to say today. And that's coming from someone who's been doing this for 18 years. I think almost 19 now. It's all I do, all I know to do, all I care to do, all I'm gonna do. And I think that at the end of the day, man, we've raised over 250 million for our friends. I call them friends because I care about people. These are people I hang out with, I play tennis with, I go swim with, I go travel with. So if you're trying to do any of this, hopefully you're able to get some advice out of this today. Hello? So anyway, I'm giving away a trip to Dubai for 2. If you have any questions about this, just apply for a FaceTime. Apply